Well, there's the garlic from last year, Spanish Roja. It doesn't last long, it harvests pretty early, and starting to bolt. So the stuff that's not bolting, I'm going to eat for the next month. It'll all, what I don't eat will probably be all planted by February, and this is the stuff I'm going to plant. So I'll show you out the window here, and there's some beans and some corn from drying. I don't know if you can make it out, but there's a little garlic bed on the other side of those artichokes, and that's I'm going to plant. I'll go show you what's happening over there. On the garlic bread, planted this in late October. Spanish Roja is up, doing good. Little frost burn, it got to 0. It'll grow out of that. And then the Georgia crystal's just starting to break. You can see that little green coming up. And same thing down at the other end of the bed. So I think I've got 40 Georgia crystal, real hot, spicy garlic. Then down on that end's red Romanian, and then Spanish Roja, Northwest heirloom. There's a chicken tractor doing a little nutrient building. There's the old rototiller and the tractor barn. My artichokes, they're 3 years old, but I don't think they're going to make it this year. Luckily I got all those seed heads, so I'll get some seeds and replant. But we had 0 for, oh geez, close to a week. That's unheard of in the Willamette Valley. Alright, so plant your garlic October, even September. Get some of the fall rains. And that seems like a lot of garlic. I give a lot away, I make pesto, use a lot, and then I'll show you what I do with it when it bolts. The goal is to eat garlic as close to year-round as possible. That's the floor of the greenhouse. Bunch of broken up countertops. Concrete guy lives down the street. Those are kind of like, I guess, mistakes. So I just mortared them in. Picture of the greenhouse. See, my door says police. It's the old police door. I kind of like that happening in my greenhouse, the old Brownsville police. So you can see I've got the garlic. I left them on the bulbs as well as much as I could. The garlic has kind of a outside grouping of cloves that are usually bigger, and then the inside's a secondary sheath of a smaller kind of core. So I kind of like to plant those, the smaller cores. I don't even mess with the smaller garlics. I plant so much. So I've got them kind of spaced out there. You can see. And basically I'm just going to put a little bit of fertilizer on top and then cover them with some dirt. And I'm going to fill that up with garlic too, and then give it to my daughter. So basically what we're doing here is trying to eat garlic year round, and we'll eat these green garlic scallions. Oh geez, starting in February all the way till May or June, when the other garlic is ready for eating. It's kind of a no-till deal. Just lay down the garlic. Top of last year's beds. Take some of this stuff. It's seed meal, bone meal, kelp, and lime. Makes me cough. Last time I coughed when I did this. But So what I'm covering is compost, so it's got some nutrients too, but it's well aged, very well aged. So add a little. You don't have to put everything upright. If it's a J, who cares? I mean, you're going to cut them up. Basically, you're going to use them like they're a green onion. And oh boy, they're tasty and good. And then you just cover them. And I'll do that. So for my daughter here, I'll just lay them in. I mean, you could put them in if you wanted to, but it's not necessary. You do a 50-foot row of these things 4 feet wide, it'd be all day. So basically, that's it. Put little amendments on there. Cover it and water it. So that's how you eat garlic year-round. So under this trellis here, I've got some peas. I got a lot of them because, well, they're open pollinated and I grew them, so I'll just plant a lot more than I think I need, and I'll thin them, and I'll plant various times down this whole thing, and then I've got my own open pollinated spinach, Bloomsdale, but this is a blend that I'm trying out this year from Territorial Seeds. I like Territorial because they're local, now that they're refrigerating their seed. I also like Johnny's because they have real high germination rates, and I've pretty much switched over primarily now to Seed Saver stuff, and I try to save my own seed. So this is 4 different kinds of seeds for early spring. Basically, I'll do that. Now with spinach seed, you want to get a good, I'd say a good inch, half-inch, not half-inch to an inch of soil over it, and I want to tamp it down for the wicking action. Thing, I'll put a little of this, dust this over it. You don't have to worry about this thing because it's not hot. You can get some damping off, like I said in the onion video, but the dressing compost is pretty much sterile. Along the peas. Cover the peas, cover the spinach, come back and do a little tamp. That's easy. So it is the first New Year's Day of 2014, and I always like to get peas, spinach, and green garlic planted, And I'll plan a bunch more stuff in the next week. I'll do some starts indoors and stuff, but I just wanted to let people know about the whole, I mean, there's no reason why you can't eat garlic year-round. I mean, it's so good for you, especially with, you got to keep your immune system up. Lots of stuff's kind of compromise it right now. So anyways, to my daughter, I didn't wear overalls, so I looked like a hillbilly. He said, put on some nice clothes, so there you go.